Happy Thursday, Channel Surfers. Welcome to Remote Reality. This is Lauren.
And this is Mama C.
And this is our final Big Brother 27 Thursday live eviction episode. On Sunday, we're going to have a finale. We're going to have a Big Brother winner. Now, the last we came and talked to you, that was on Sunday night. And we were giving you our spoilers. I think we might have posted that Monday. Basically, we touched on almost everything from Wednesday's episode, except Keanu got evicted by a vote of 2-0. He tried to sway Ashley. We talked about that. But in the end, she ended up voting Keanu out because he is going to be hard to beat. And she knows she needs to win something. She's got to start building her resume. It is the final hour. So she did evict Keanu. Keanu told Vinny, "You suck. I should have trusted Rachel." We covered that in our spoiler as well. We had seen that from the live feeds. What we did not see were the videos from home where everybody had about 3 or 4 people, except Vinny, who just had his parents. Notably missing was Kelsey. And Vinny is sitting there crying, saying, "Did I go too far? I mean, I'm sleeping in bed with Morgan, but it's a big bed and her head is the other way." Like, just making excuses. But Morgan tells him, "Get out of your head." And he feels like he needs to win this now. He probably lost his girlfriend of 7 years, at least in his mind. He can't lose the money at this point. So that's where we were after Wednesday. And now we're on Thursday. We are on our last Thursday. Let's watch.
Remote reality, yeah, that's the key. Unlocking stories wild and free. With the host, side by side. Channel surfers, let's ride.
Channel surfers, before we dive into tonight's episode, I want to remind you all to go to CBS.com and vote for America's favorite player. I'm going to jump on there and vote for Will. And Mama C, you've already voted 25 times. Is that allowed?
Mm-hmm. Yes, you can vote every day.
You've been voting for 25 days in a row?
No, you can get up to 10 votes a day. But you have to watch a video, and mine froze one day, so I could only get 5 votes. But it closes soon. When does it close? Does anybody know?
I'm going to go submit my 1 vote because I'm not watching this video 25 times. Anyway,
5 votes.
All right, then I'll send my 5 votes for Will because Keanu should have trusted Rachel. He should not have trusted Vinny. That was a horrible decision. And it's not like the guy burned him once. The guy burned him 20 million times. And even Keanu recognizes that. He's like, that was my biggest mistake in this game. Anyway, that was your number 1 choice, though, for this season. And he did great. You didn't listen to Rachel when she said win the final 5 HOH. That's the most important one. But listening to Rachel might have gotten him a little bit farther. All right. So, Mama C, are you on Heyday?
No, I was voting for Keanu. I'm sorry.
It was one or the other. Okay, so Keanu, speaking of our lovely Keanu, the beginning of this episode starts with him talking to Mama J. What did you think of his final interview?
And he looked really good. I'm rested. Yes, very handsome. I liked the way his hair was. Mm-hmm. He looked rested and like he hadn't had a care in the world for 24 hours.
It's like being away from Vinny just releases that toxicity. He looked very refreshed and he's ready to go apologize to Rachel and jury. Wouldn't surprise me. Watching it made me relive his game a little bit and remember some of the bad choices he had made. It was really great that he was winning all these comps at the end, but from a social perspective and from trying to build alliances and trusting people, and then watching Morgan and Ava and Vinny and Ashley do their closing for him, and 3 of them saying, "Look, we had an alliance." It just kind of reminded me that he was missing some of the social game. He could have had it, though. That's what's frustrating. Keanu, he had the ability to play that social game. He is extremely likable, which may be why he gets America's favorite player, because Mama C will watch 30 videos to give him 3,500 votes. And
it's not that hard, people.
So we've got basically a double eviction week. We're going to have a whole night of Big Brother tonight. We start with the HOH competition, and Morgan dominates. She is the only person to complete any of these puzzles. Basically, they're in a big cube. They have to roll the cube to get the right piece of evidence on top when they land in the evidence box. So it's like a microscope. Let's say they have to get blood. They look to see where blood is on the cube. They roll the block however many times and wind up back with the blood on top ready for the microscope. First one to get 3 wins. Boom, boom, boom. Morgan. It was difficult to move this block. You have to jump and like throw your whole body at it. They were on almost a foam mat though. So Morgan, she was just flying into the wall and landed on her face. That's it. Morgan's HOH. And she came out strong on it. That wasn't even close. Ava Pearl playing this game. She goes and tells Vinny that you need to think about it. She just starts planting little things in his ear, talking about all of Morgan's wins and Morgan's building a good resume and how Vinny's thinking. He actually kind of brings it up to Ava first, and she's like, oh, I see a place to stir some stuff up. Let's get right in there. She has a conversation with Vinny where she says, and there's no nominations yet, but she said, really, it depends on Veto. Whoever wins Veto picks who goes home this week. So I think you need to keep me over Ashley, because if you pick Ashley, Morgan could take Ashley to the final 2. And then Vinny goes, oh, yeah, that would be a good way to separate my game from Morgan's game, is by keeping you over Ashley. Now, Ashley also starts to say something like that to Ava in the shower. And Ava goes, oh, but don't mention that. So she's wanting to make sure she doesn't go and talk to Vinny and do the same thing. Crazier things have happened. Hell could freeze over. Morgan could put Vinny up. Ashley could do a chore. Vinny could tell the truth. That's what Ava says. The thing is, funny. Ashley has become part of Vinny's game because they are in that judges alliance. But it wouldn't be the first ally he's backstabbed. Really no surprises here. Morgan nominates Ashley and Ava. And then we have the veto competition. You have to put in order the order of the events. I believe there are prior veto competitions. And Morgan looks like she wins by a landslide. There's probably about 15 things to organize, and they have to go through a puzzle for it. And she had them all lined up behind her. Maybe somebody had not even half of them. They weren't even halfway done by the time she finished.
No, depending on who stays tonight, Ava or Ashley, if one of those could win the final HOH and choose or whatever, I forgot how they do it, but truly Morgan's going to win. I don't see where I could see there could be a time if Ashley or Ava can win something to be in the final 2, but right now Morgan is looking really good.
Liking my chances for my preseason pick right now.
Good
and this
job.
would be the second time that I've gotten it right. It's only the third time I've ever done a preseason pick. The other time was when Xavier won, but we'll see. We will see. It would be smartest for her to get rid of Vinny now. Take Ashley off the block or Ava off the block and let her get rid of Vinny. Because then she'll only be up against Ava and Ashley in the final competition.
Well, you look, Vinny was thinking about taking Morgan off. No, he wasn't. He was thinking
HOHs. Morgan has 2 HOHs, but this was a powerful one, and she's got a lot of vetoes. I would get rid of Vinny. He's not worth $750.
Though I wanted to get rid of Vinny like 6, 7, 8 HOHs ago or evictions ago.
But what if she takes one of them off the block to get rid of Vinny and they don't get rid of Vinny?
That'd be horrible.
I don't think we've got to worry about it. I'm pretty sure Vinny is staying this week. I don't think Morgan is strong enough to get rid of him. She is strong enough to be a beast in these comps, but I just don't think she's strong enough to make that move and get rid of Vinny. Vinny really has a way with words. He tells Morgan, who has won the veto but not yet made any decisions with it, that if it wasn't for her, he'd be dominating the second half of this game. Vinny mentioned something about Lauren. Somehow what Morgan hears is he would have kept Lauren and taken me out. I would not have been his final two. And she gets mad and puts on headphones and in the diary room says, I haven't used the veto yet. I didn't hear that, but I'm not mad that that's what Morgan heard.
Well, she can say anything she wants in the diary room. She's taking Vinny to the final two.
Might be a way to spin it and get him out. At
Should,
this point, he has
but-
turned on everybody. Maybe that's why she doesn't trust him. He's sitting here talking about not taking her to the final two and taking Ava. How is he going to be mad at her for backstabbing him when all he has done is backstab?
That would be great for her resume. I think everybody in the jury house would applaud her if she got rid of Vinny.
I would say it's risky because if Ashley or Ava win the final HOH, she will not be going to the finals, but she can't guarantee that with Vinny either. The only way she guarantees the finals really is choosing herself. So when Ava earlier tonight was saying that Vince is her only hope and she's got to rely on the one guy that has betrayed everybody, I was thinking, no, you need to go to Morgan and you need to tell Morgan that she needs to get rid of Vinny. There is a strong argument in there that she needs to get rid of Vinny. So lo and behold, my sister-in-law, Ashley, is sitting there looking at the cameras and saying, I've got to figure out a way to convince Morgan to get rid of Vince. She's thinking just like I am. She's smart too. Ashley tells Morgan she would be crazy to risk $750,000 sitting next to Vinny when she could basically use the veto, get rid of him this week, and guarantee $750,000. Morgan, it's a big difference. It is a huge difference. 75 or 750. That is a huge. And Vinny's sitting here cracking jokes about Lauren would have been just as good. Vinny asks, do you want to get rid of me? She says, I don't want to. Are you going to? She doesn't answer. She just points back at him that Lauren would have been just as good, and he apologizes.
Actually, she answers, well, I don't get to decide that. In other words, whoever she would take off.
Ashley or Ava would decide
yes,
it.
They would decide it, yes.
Yeah, no. If she uses that veto, she's deciding it. She's making a $750,000 decision right now when she uses this veto. Potentially, I mean, like I said, Ashley could pick Vinny. They could save Vinny over Ashley or Ava and then let those two just...
I'm still predicting she's keeping Vinny.
Stupid, but I agree. And at least Ashley tried to tell her. And she said, Ashley's making compelling arguments like she always does. That really has been Ashley's strategy, or these logical arguments. As predicted, Morgan does not use the power of veto. Ava and Ashley give their final speeches to Vinny. Ava's speech is, I love everybody, but Vinny, don't contact me after this game. And Ashley says, I hope I'm best for your game. And I love you, Ava. I have a feeling that Vinny is getting rid of Ava, and she probably knows it. And that makes the most sense to me because Ava has won Ava's won an HOH. Ashley hasn't won any HOHs. What do you think? What do you think the best decision is here? I mean, Morgan's already screwed it up, so.
Morgan wants to take Ashley because of the judges, and Vince is a part of it. Now, though it doesn't matter because Vince has backstabbed everybody. But I think he'll get rid of Ava.
Vinny gets rid of Ava. She hugs him on the way out, so I guess she was just kidding about don't contact. Maybe she's not. Just being nice. We see Ava leave the house. Ashley says, I can't believe that we're here. In the final three, Ashley, Morgan, and Vinny. Ashley, after a shower in Vinny's room, wasn't it Vinny's HOH on week 1?
Yes. Yeah.
2-hour shower, and she has ridden his coattails all the way to the end. That's our final three. What do you think?
Yeah. I would love to see Ashley win the game.
Oh. If she could win that final HOH, she could have a chance. Because look at the jury and the jury management. Ashley has Will. Ashley has Rachel. Ashley, I think, might be able to swing Ava. And she's very persuasive. She could probably make a very compelling argument. There have been Big Brothers where people have just played a social game and won. Can't think of them off the top of my head.
Maggie, maybe?
Ugh. You're talking about Big Brother.
Won.
Big Brother 6.
But I don't remember her being a comp beast or anything. Janelle was the comp beast.
No, well, Janelle was a veto queen, but Maggie was winning HOHs. She was. I think she won the chess one. Or did Kaser win that one? When he says it wasn't you I was trying to get rid of, it was your partner, Cappy. Anyway, no, it's recently. There was a season where somebody got up there and argued their social game, and I think they won it. I can't remember. Channel surfers, if you know which one we are talking about, and I want to say this is in the last 10 years recently. Okay. Let us know in the comments. Fantastic exit interview with Ava and Mama J. It just encapsulated all the reasons we love her. She's so goofy, so aloof. She's staring at the camera as the camera goes by. She's looking in one direction when Julie's like, no, the goodbye messages are over here. What a treat it was to have Ava in the house this year.
And she just loved to be pulling Vince's strings or just
busting
joking
his chops.
around. Yeah, busting his chops. That was great.
So yeah, we loved Ava, and amazing social game, especially considering she didn't have alliances. She was like a floater this whole game. She was not in alliances. And when she had power, she didn't listen to what anybody said. She didn't even want to hear it. So very interesting game, one that I've never seen before. I don't know that we'll ever see again. Ava Pearl, it's been fun watching you this season. Mama C looks like she's nodding off right now. And earlier when we went to a little break, I was like, are you voting for Keanu again? Because she's down there on her tablet, tippity tap. What were you doing?
Playing Heyday.
Oh yeah, you were. Yeah, you were.
You were right. I'm either playing Heyday or voting. You got it right.
Julie goes back to the living room and tells the final three. The final HOH will start before you know it. Good night. Now, usually this is an endurance comp, but I did notice they are all dressed up. Usually in this last HOH, they've got sweats on, they've got their gloves, they're getting ready to go outside and do this endurance. I guess, is this the Mastermind Network mixing it up?
Yeah, I don't know. Did she say it was going to be a three-part HOH?
Three-part HOH, and finale is on Sunday. So, channel surfers, thank you for riding the Big Brother waves with us. You'll see you here Sunday night for the final episode of Big Brother 27, where we will see who wins that HOH, and the jury will declare a winner. Thanks for listening. Make sure you go on CBS.com to vote for your favorite player. Like and subscribe to our podcast if you're enjoying it. We also cover 90 Day Fiancé the other way. We're about to start covering Sister Wives this Saturday. And I just dropped a special Are You episode, which is where Dee and I went on to Reddit, am I an a-hole and am I overreacting? And we responded and read about 4 of the posts and gave our feedback. So that's kind of fun. We thought that might be something fun to do. So you guys can check that out from earlier this week. We'll see you Sunday. Good night.
Let's ride.